Greetings and salutes, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Tactical on this fine Saturday evening. How is everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing? I hope you are doing good. I'm doing alright. I actually took a nap right before this and woke up right before stream, so I'm a little on the tired side. That was dumb of me. When I say take a nap, it's more like I accidentally passed out on the couch. It's okay. I got coffee. We're good. We're good to go. Anyway. Well, as per usual, let's get through the tertiary starting sales thingamabobs before we get into tonight's topic. So, we are currently at 803 subscribers, guys. 803. Let's keep pushing. We're super close. Super close to 1,000 subscribers. Wherein we will then start up and pile the stuff together to do the $150,000 mystery box truck giveaway, where we will work together as a community to get a mystery box truck from Airsoft GI, and then I'm going to give the whole thing away. Whole damn thing. Live unboxing of the truck, event, all sorts of stuff. But the whole truck will be given away. Whole thing. So, let's share the channel. Tell everybody subscribe. Come over here, hit like buttons on things. Hit the bell icon. You know, all the super awesome stuff. And yeah, we'll do that giveaway. That's the next big thing. Also, roadkill rags, they're $5 each. They're numbered and audiographed, hand drawn by me. $5 each. Hit me up on Instagram or Discord. I plugged a link in the chat already. I'm gonna plug it again. Go ahead, hit me up on Discord or Instagram. Shoot me a DM. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all those good things, and get you a roadkill rag or Squirrely Nuts Airsoft patch. These are $10 each. They're awesome, super great vinyl patches. They're a little 3-inch patch. Not really little, but they're a good size. I like it. Go ahead and get you one, $10 each. Again, Discord, Instagram, shoot me a DM. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Take all of those things. Or you can also do the DM thing and get you a custom tie-dye shemagh. These are $45 each. Again, just go ahead, shoot me a DM, PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, and you can get you this awesome Squirrely Nuts Airsoft merch. Oh, good coffee. Good stuff. So, tertiary's out of the way. Tonight's topic: upgrades equal skill? ? This has kind of been kicking around in the back of my head for a topic. Last couple weeks, just because I've seen an influx on other lives and stuff, and other streams and comment threads and things of that nature, of people getting into airsoft. Which there's nothing wrong with that. You should get into airsoft. Buy yourself some stuff. But then immediately, instead of going out and using what they get, and trying it out and getting used to it, and figuring out what they do and don't like, and learning the sport first, they go to upgrade it. Or you buy a super high-end, expensive, pre-upgraded thing out of the box, and you think it's going to make you better. And that's where I think this mentality is coming from, of upgrade immediately before you even try it. Nothing wrong with it. Go right ahead. But especially for newer players. Especially newer players. Guys, learn airsoft. Learn your replica, how it works, and what you do and don't like about it. And figure out what you want to change by attacking it for upgrades. Don't take into consideration. What's up, DJ? Good to see you. But don't take to thinking that you have to upgrade immediately. To play airsoft well. Some things you sure it's not a big issue to do immediately. Like throwing in a new bucking never really hurts anybody. It's nothing huge. But I just feel like a lot of these newer kids are coming in and just saying, "Oh, nope, I have to upgrade it because that guy runs it that way. And he's really good. So if I run mine like his or hers or that person's, I'm going to play airsoft better." Hard-hitting truth to those of you who think that, no, it doesn't work that way. Just because you bought a pre-upgraded or you immediately decided to upgrade, it's going to make you better. That's not how it works. It is not how it works. I talk about upgrades a lot recently, with a lot of my new stuff, especially things I just get, and then I already talk about upgrading it. I try it out first. I get a baseline of how it acts and how I want it to act. How I want the trigger response to be. It's not I just throw stuff into it and then boom, I'm better. No. So, my advice. But that is how Call of Duty works. And I believe that is part of the problem as well of where this mentality comes from. Because as much as we say, as much as I explain airsoft to people quite simply is Call of Duty in real life, because essentially that's all it is. That's not how it works with guns. Good joke though. Good joke, bro. Good joke. So it's one of those things. I've said it before. I've said it 100 times. I've said it 1,000 times. I've said it so many times on the channel. Do your research too. Research. Learn things. Learn what the changing out the gears does. Learn what gear ratios and RPMs for motors, learn that stuff before you go and start upgrading things. Because also, when you start upgrading things, it gets more expensive. Because airsoft as is already an expensive hobby. But when you talk about upgrading stuff, now you're really starting to get into it. Oh, that's the first time request live here. Cage, shut up and put the damn valve cover bolts in. As per Jason. Okay. Okay, hold on. What is DJ saying here? Upgrades do not equal immediate improvement of skills, but genuinely upgrades can actually help oneself get better as opposed to using base equipment. It does tend to give a person more confidence. I'm not disagreeing with you there, DJ. Not at all. Because, that does help. I also feel that some stuff out of the box is fine. Like, you can run it for a bit and learn it and hone in what you want to change about it. Um, but I do know plenty of people that buy the pre-upgraded stuff out the gate, and I don't know if it's a confidence boost, but from what I've gathered from the way they talk about the stuff and how they act around it, it's they just spent the money thinking, "Oh, that's going to make me good." Or I play with a whole bunch of other people with stuff like this, so I got to buy it. Cuz honestly, when I asked said person what he had in things, he didn't really know. He bought it pre-upgraded and everything, but he didn't know what was in it. And he never really used some of the features of the things in it. So what's the point of buying it pre-upgraded? Like it's one of those things where, like I just said, airsoft is an expensive hobby, and upgrades make it more expensive. And especially if you're new coming in, I don't want you to, or anybody else to think new coming in, that they have to upgrade out of the gate to play airsoft, or think they can improve at airsoft. Yes, it can help you improve in airsoft with upgrades, because you're dialing in your replica to function the way you want with upgrades, which then can improve your skills on the airsoft field as well as regular play. So, yeah, essentially that's pretty much to become confident in your gear. Okay, Cage. Let me read this out for everybody. If you're not looking at the chat. So Cage says confidence in your gear usually builds confidence in one's ability. To become confident in your gear, you must familiarize yourself with a weapon system, my drill instructor or something. Yeah, the very true. And that's essentially where I'm kind of coming from, is from my experience with training and stuff. It's you got to get used to what you got, and you got to be able to also once you're used to it, then you're more comfortable with it, and then you can make adjustments and upgrades to become even more confident with it. Like did Tina. Before I did the upgrades to Tina, I was confident in the abilities of that replica because I used it as much as I could, best that I could, and I noticed what I wanted to change with it, and I teched it out to get the response I wanted out of it. Now I feel way more comfortable with it. Especially after having to learn the adjustment curve of what I changed in it and what I could and couldn't do with it, which is part of upgrade systems. Sometimes upgrades don't work the way you want to. I mean, and immediately copying how somebody techs a build just because you like how they tech their stuff and you want to run like them might not fit your playstyle. That is something to also think about when you're getting into upgrades. Because somebody could tell you this is how they would do a build, and you might think it would work for you, but it may not fit with how you work. So then you would have to, but that's why we have great programmable MOSFETs that you can throw in. Like I've been suggested builds and build lists, and what I ended up doing is I did my own research, and I adjusted and changed things to how I wanted to do it to fit me. And that's where I think upgrades are best utilized, is when they are to fit the individual, because that's what I believe upgrades are for. Outside of just standard around performance for some base upgrades, like when you start getting into changing out gear sets, changing out motors, stuff like that, that's where I think in generalization. That's when you're fine tuning, really, to fit you. Compression set to make sure it's more consistent. That's good for everybody's stuff. Barrels and buckings, for just general performance in range and also consistency and accuracy. It's good for everybody. But I guess this is where I'm really getting it. It's the whole kit and caboodle. I'll be back home. I'll be back on when I get. Oh, okay. All right, DJ. See you in a bit. But I don't. I think there's a feeling coming out with a lot of the newbies, outside of the Call of Duty syndrome, where they feel like they have to upgrade. Which, no, you don't. Unless, not gonna lie, there is a caveat to all of this. There is a caveat to all this. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Caveat to all this. Some guns need upgrading immediately. Some replicas, some cheap things, some just out of the box need to be torn apart and things need to be changed. That is a thing that exists. So, if you are new to airsoft, depending on what you get, you might need to get into it immediately, or take it to a tech and be like, "Hey, this is garbage." Like, take it out, try it out first. Always try it first. But some stuff, just out of the box, you're gonna have to put money into it, which is unfortunate that some cheaper things like that exist out there. And some of those things are more expensive, which is weird. Because if you buy some airsoft guns from, say, Japan, especially gas blowback things, they're set for Japanese setups, not ours, which means you could have to upgrade immediately to bring it to our FPS ranges and things. So, forewarning. I mean, some of that stuff's good for indoor. But generally, they shoot at a way lower FPS point than we do. So, there is that. But overall, upgrades necessary? Nah, not always. Like, I would have to say, from what I've heard of most people, KWAs out of the box. You don't need to touch those things. They're fine as is. At most, bucking barrel. That's it. Don't need to do much. Like, there are things that you do and don't have to, like, mess with easily. But if you want to, go for it. It's your money. Nobody's stopping you. Not at all. And now that I also forgot to mention, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please throw a Q in front of it. Make it stand out in the chat. I'll get to it as soon as I can. I'm usually pretty good at trying to stay on top of the comments. I try. Oh, at this break point here. If the guys who are watching who won the Shamogs last week, I know I have not shipped them out yet, guys. Please be patient with me. I've been busy. I keep falling further behind on making videos for y'all because of my... Right now is just a really busy time of the year. For me, I guess. I haven't had much time to do much of anything. I mean, shit, I'm still half asleep right now. Ugh. Now, where was that? Upgrades. I had another direction I was going with this that I was going to tap on, and now it has slipped my brain. I stopped for too long. Holy crap. Oh, so upgrades I did tap on that are totally fine to do out the gate, out the box. They're just basic, simple, easy. If you don't want to do it yourself, most stores, online retailers, stuff like that usually do have tech on site or something, or you can buy certain things to put in it and ask them to do it for you, if they have that capability. Barrel and bucking. And this goes for anybody and everybody. Those are the two upgrades that I think, regardless of you being new or not, I think just should be done unless it comes with a stainless steel inner barrel. Because them brass, especially if it's a 6.03 Type 4 inner barrel, they're not bad, but they get dirty quick. So I usually recommend a Unicorn barrel bucking. Prometheus is also a really good brand for barrels and buckings. Maple Leaf buckings, those are good ones. But upgrading your barrel and bucking in any and every replica, airsoft toy gun, pew that you have, always a good thing. Always a good thing. Doesn't matter who you are, what your skill level is. That just helps general performance. Period. You'll shoot more accurately. You'll get a little bit more range. You're good to go. Oh, yeah, delay. Jason, I do have a brain. It just barely functions. Barely. The hamster in the wheel twitches on occasion because it's been dead for years. So, but mainly where I was getting at with tonight's point was like the super deep upgrades with changing out gear sets, changing out motors, MOSFETs and things, stuff like that. For newer players, it's not going to improve your overall performance. It's not going to be you buy all this upgraded stuff, throw it in immediately, and you go to your first game and you end up sucking. It's not the gun's fault. That's you. Because you're new. Just because you spent $400 to $600 that you're going to be a stellar airsoft player out the gate. It's just the whole cold hard truth. Spend all the money in the world that you want. Just because you spent a ton of money on your gear and equipment doesn't mean it's going to immediately make you awesome. That is the whole point of where I was kind of going with most of this. Giving you a little tips and tricks and hints from my thought process and perspective of a lot of newbie players that I've seen lately that are just like, I just bought this. What should I do with it now? I haven't even played one game with it. And play one game with it first. That's what you should do. So don't just rush into things and don't just think spending all sorts of money is going to improve your gameplay. It's cold hard facts. Am I a great, fantastic airsoft player? Hell no. Hell no. 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 God, no. Do I go out there and have fun? Yes. Do I try to be good? Yes. Does it always work out? No. Do I blame my gun because I've upgraded it and it's supposed to be awesome and all that jazz? No. Is it awesome? Yes. Does it work how I want it to work? Yes. So, with that being said, just take your time with your replicas, guys. Now let's switch gears to the upgrade train. If you do want to see how to upgrade stuff, I am currently putting together parts and purchases to upgrade Mr. Torg, my LMG, and wait patiently for that video, guys, because I will show you what I am going to do to that gearbox. I'm going to try to do my best to break it down, what I'm doing to it, and why. Because I think I've stated in video, I'm pretty sure I said in the review video for that A&K Mark 46, which is Mr. Torg, that I was not pleased with the fire rate. It was too slow. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing to it to make it go fast. Because I want it to go fast. And suggested parts list if you want to go down the path that I do, or if you want to take it your own way. Also, there's a little trick that I didn't know, that when I was disassembling to take the gearbox out, that there's an adjustable trigger in there, and I'll show you how to adjust it. Yeah, A&K Mark 46 comes with an adjustable trigger. It's very simple. Very, very simple. But amazing. So keep your eyes out for that video. I don't have too much going on for the rest of this one tonight, guys. So I think I'm going to wrap it up early. It is also really hot in here. So thank you guys for joining me for this shorter episode of Talkin' Tactical. Just quick little snippet getting out of the way. If you're not already, go ahead and join the Discord. Hang out with other crazy weirdos like me. Talk airsoft goodness, video games, movie stuff, random bullshit. We just shoot the schnitzel out there. I'm probably gonna be maybe on Discord later in voice chat. If you guys want to hang out, I'm gonna play some video games. But keep on pushing them subscribers numbers up, guys. Whew, wow. That was the first of the night. Let's get to that 1,000 subscriber goal. Let's get that mystery box truck. I want to give it away to y'all. So, keep growing. Keep being awesome, amazing, beautiful people. Share the airsoft love. And like I always say, never ever forget your battle cry.